Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the RaceKraft Simulations V8 Bets Split 4 Friday Night Chook Raffle broadcast. I'm John Van Ree, and with me in the Chook House tonight we have Andrew Hoffman, Mark Dial, Michael Hayes and Scotty Perrins. How are we, gentlemen?
Good, thanks, mate.
Good, thanks.
And, of course, it is a Sunday, not a Friday. A hell of a lot cooler. I think sitting here this time on Friday night, it would have been 40 degrees in this room. So absolutely enjoying the cool change that has come through. And speaking of cool changes, we are in South Australia again. It's like, how many times do we have to race there? Let's have a look at the great circuit known as the Bend. Very, very popular with all these South Australian drivers. And, of course, we are talking about the one and only David Baldock. But at the Bend, we start on the start-finish straight. We head down into turn 1 where we take the 90-degree right-hander and then sweep through turn 2 into turn 3 where we then sweep through 4 and 5 down into the hairpin at turn 6. And then we've got the right-hander that just keeps going through turn 7, turn 8, turn 9 where the GT circuit breaks away from the international circuit. And then we go through turn 10. We actually get a left-hand turn and turn 11 and then into the slower turn 12 where that brings us back out into the GT circuit down the straightaway, up the little hill into another right-hander into turn 13. And then we sweep through 14, 15, back around out through 16. And then we basically come up to the top of the hill where we've got to brake very hard through 17, around through 18 and across the start-finish straight. Very, very technical, tight little circuit, you'd have to agree, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, plenty of fun.
Plenty of fun. Well, it's interesting. Our real-time car driver tells us that the scan is absolutely spot on and bloody fantastic. He was quite surprised with how close it actually was. Let's have a look at a flyby. Mr. Will Wilson has done the deed. He's got out again. And this time he is in the Piper Malibu. And he is flying across from turn 17, 18. You can see the straightaway. You can see it is out in the flat country and very, very dry out that part of the world at the moment. Very bottom end of the Murray River. Long, long way from the green lush hills of the Alps. It is a great little circuit. You can see there is the dragway out there to the south. You can see the GT circuit, and it is an absolute mecca for motorsport in Australia. And I think as it grows, it'll only become a much better and better prospect. And the other one we need to have a look at as well before we get into this, of course, is let's have a look at the grid. And, of course, the grid tonight shaping up to being something very, very interesting as we have a look at the front row. It is the two blokes that spend hours upon hours upon hours practicing together, and that is the one, Mr. Shane Patterson from WKMP Sim Sports, the bloke who won the last round of season 25 in Split 4. He lines up alongside Mr. Robert Baxter from CX2 Reality Racing. On the next row, on the second row, is Glenn Boyce, one of the South Australian lads from Southern Cross Racing. You have to be pretty happy with how he's gone there, Hoffy.
Absolutely. Put a lot of work in this week, so good to see him up there.
Absolutely. And then Dominic Tennille is the first of the unhinged people we've got in the field tonight, outdoing the team boss. So you have to be pretty impressed with that too, wouldn't you, Michael?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, my brother-in-law Dominic doing very well. Last name Tennell for the rest of the night, mate. Just to get that one, Dominic Tennell.
Tennell, I'll get it right. And we move on to the third row. Bruce Galloway from W2 Motorsport, and he lines up alongside you, Scotty, on the third row. Few laps put in this week. And Scotty's not there at the moment. So jump onto the fourth row where we've got Braden O'Loughlin from Frog Leap Juice Racing, and then he lines up alongside Shannon Morgan from Unhinged Sim Sports. And then on the fifth row, we've got Michael Power from Southern Cross Racing alongside a new Unhinged Sim Sport driver, Carl Pickering. What's going on here, Hazy? Because you've absolutely broken the heart of David Baldock.
Well, I sent out a contract to everyone in Split 4 to see if I could get them on board, apart from Dave. And, yeah, I've got a few to sign up so far. The mission's to try and get everyone apart from Baldock by the end of the season running my colours.
Fair enough. I get that. And we move on to the sixth row where we've got Robert William from Player One lining up alongside Mark Dial. Out of the top 10, Mark, what's going on?
I just don't like this track. Didn't have a lot of time to practice either, so I had the rig apart for a while doing some mods.
So it wasn't the setup then. That's all right. That's good. You heard it here. Mark's not complaining about the setup this week. As we move on to the seventh row, Michael Hayes from Sim Sports lines up alongside Darren Vermey from 1LT On the 8th row is Craig Rose from Quantum Racing, and he lines up alongside his teammate Ash Hall. On the 9th row is Dan Page from Ratbag Racing, lining up alongside Old Mate and Sons Darren Friend. On the 10th row, David Baldock lines up alongside Tim Vermey from 1MLT. On the 11th row is Joseph Granshaw from Unhinged Sim Sports, lining up alongside Anita Buckland. Mike Korolev a long way back there on the 12th row, lining up alongside Fishing Motorsports. Pete Morris, Sarge, a bit further back than I think he would like to have been. And then we then come on to the next row where we've got David Logsdale from Team AJR lining up alongside Player One's Tim Hall. And then on the 14th row, Dave Worrell lines up alongside John Van Ree. A little bit further back, was 39 degrees at that stage, and I was sweating my little ass off crying. We move on to the 15th row. Hayden McAndrews from Player One lines up alongside Dougie Wright from Old Mates and Sons. Dale Harvey from Unhinged lines up alongside, actually doesn't line up, alongside Steve Vella and Vaughan Robinson in the back there. And I think Vaughan might have been the last car. I know we still had Bill Marsh, who was spotting. Darren Walden didn't set a time, and Kurt Heath didn't start the race. And, of course, we have Dave Coleman, Jamie Dyke, and a safety car driver lined up, ready to go. And that is the field.
Bella and Vaughan Robinson might have started from the pits.
From the pits, there we go. That might explain that one.
Steve Vella was meant to start from the pits, but he started from the back of the grid, and then see what happens.
I think got a drive-through for that.
DC was all over it.
Yeah, he was DC, the man, the myth, the legend. So that is our grid. Any thoughts about that, guys? Anything you're expecting to see?
A few guys down the back that I thought might have been a little bit higher up.
Well, you know, if Dave Bulldog thinks he's going to score me, I would have thought he would have been up in the top 10, but obviously he couldn't do that.
I just hope I didn't steal Mark coming back after 8 months.
No, it's all right, mate. I stole all your cones before the race.
Didn't have any.
Dear me. I think we need to light the week on this one, boys. Let's get this started. And hopefully everything is going to work when I press this button. So we are sitting on the grid. We're away. Ducas up the back a bit slower, but it looks like Pato's got the run. Baxter's out wide, and Tennille has got in the mix there as well. And keep an eye on Galloway coming into here. Can he hold off? Baxter's going to get the drop, I think. The track will flick back. This is definitely all happening. As guys, a tap. Oh, Pato into Baxter. Baxter starts to fall like a bit of a stone. Jump on the Darren Friend here for a second. And Friendy coming around into turn 6, down into the hairpin. Up the inside, the big move. Can he pull this up? Bit of smoke. And I knew I'd have something wrong, but we'll leave it at that. Oh, he's put the gas down too early.
Copy that.
That has hurt him very, very much there. Let's jump back on to Pato. Pato has gotten away. Absolutely flying. There's always one thing I forget.
Post control.
Darren managed to get 4 people in that move before he lost it.
Go ahead, 737.
We did. What we're going to do, we're just going to do a very, very quick 2-second gig. Won't miss a thing, I promise.
Racing isn't easy.
Go back here, and we won't have to listen to Mr. David Coleman. So Pato running very nicely, coming through the middle complex now. As we come around into 16, looks like he's going to lead it out the first lap. Bruce Galloway tucked in behind. Glenn Boyce in 3rd. Tennille in 4th. 5th is Power. Baxter's dropped to 6th. Robert Williams 7th. 8th is Hayes. 9th is O'Loughlin. Rose is in 10th. So some big moves with Rose already and Hayes. As Galloway gets the drop on Patterson with a little bit of a loose switch there. So the race definitely all action up the front. Pato goes the dive here. Can he hang on to this one? Gets it pulled up. And it looks like Boyce going to have a bit of a look here as well. Tennille in the middle of the action. And Galloway goes wide, opens the door up. He's going to try and find somebody else back here for a minute. Let's just pick up Sarge to see what Pete Morris is up to. In a bit of a battle with Dale Harvey. And it looks like he got a little bit loose on the ripple strip there. Glenn Boyce has now got the drop. Hey, Pato under a bit of pressure here. Pato caught out wide. It's going to open the door up for Galloway. Can Powell get in there as well? No, he can't. So Boyce showing a clean set of heels here. Patterson under a lot of pressure from Powell now. You see Baxter in the background trying to work his way back through. So definitely a fair bit happening as we work our way through the pack. It's going to jump onto Ashhole for a second. I think I might have missed that one. I think I have, yep. Jump back up the front here where it is all happening. Plenty of action in these first couple of laps.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Now I understand, Pato, some expletives at the start. And just going to drop here on the Tennille. He's sucked up behind Michael Powell. Rob Baxter behind.
I'm going to say, I had that interesting Discord panel. I had Rob Baxter and Mike Kyloff with myself, and Ed was in there potting for all three of us. That was a very interesting night.
All right, what have been? Would have been on the very interesting side. What happened to Dial? Someone's
nice
asking.
Spotter on board for sure.
Oh, it definitely helps in a track like this, where it takes one or two corners to get a move done. Oh, he's coming hot! Oh.
Very hot.
That's across the nose, I think, of Michael Power. I think might have been involved in that. Definitely a little bit of action. Looks like Power's still got a relative straight car, though. That shuffles him backwards. And just going to go back. So Tennille has come out with Steve Vella. So as mentioned before, Steve Vella started rear grid, should have been pit lane. And I think around at this stage, he gets the tap on the shoulder for a drive-through for not following instruction. Yeah, so we'll see what happens when he gets himself back out on track. Robert Williams.
That'll hurt with a slow, long pit lane.
Oh, the 40Ks. That was very painful.
And Mark, you're down 10 spots there. What happened? Did you just get swapped at the start, or?
It wasn't a great start. There was someone in my side of the queue that didn't go, and I went to move around him, and I rubbed up against him or Darren. Can't remember which one of them. And I lifted out of it, and I just got swamped then as I lifted out of that.
Yeah, tricky track to have those type of things happen.
Mm.
Well, when I seen Bulldog going around me, I knew I was in trouble.
Yep, if you're within 3 or 4 cars of Bulldog, you're always in trouble.
Scotty Perrins giving it up for Craig Rose. I wonder if that's a bit of team orders there. No, or Rosie, sorry, giving it up for Scotty Perrins. Bit of team orders, Scotty.
You tried to let me go, but I told him to keep going. I'll get him somewhere else.
Oh, you got him here. And he's gone a little bit wide.
Oh. Oh no.
A bit of tyre lock-up, bit of wide stuff. That's allowed a few through. Oh. That's Rosie butted out the side there. And
Bit of grass on
that one. Going to stay with this group for a minute. So Ash Hall there, tucked up behind Page, and that's another little tap. That's the Ratbag racing car out into the grass. There's plenty happening. And it's going to find Anita Buckland. Very busy lap, this one.
2 for 1. That's how it's done, Bulldog. 2 for 1. I hope you're watching that.
Keep watching.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Straighten her back up. Away we go.
Great. No, yeah. Play on.
Play on. And we'll stay with this group for one more little interjection. So, talking about some fierce driving, plenty of that going on in this pack in the middle.
Dave Longstale's pace has improved quite a bit over the last season or two.
Yeah, he's definitely improving. Driving very well. He's going to jump on to Darren Vermey. He's under a lot of pressure from Joseph Grenshaw, having a bit of a look at the inside there. Jump back up to Shane Patterson. He's under a lot of pressure from Rob Baxter here. So hopefully these two started on the front row together. Hopefully they could work together here, see if they can catch up. About 3 and a bit seconds back from Bruce Galloway. So Rob doing quite well. But Michael Hayes up 8 spots now in 5th, Hazy.
Yeah, just trying to look after the tyres. Everyone around me seemed to be really aggressive, and tyres weren't great on this track, so I tried to look after them.
That's half the battle. It'll be the battle this week coming. There's only one tyre change permitted on a track that is well known for eating fronts. It'll be very interesting to see how the strategies all play out for that one. Let's jump back here.
When we raced it on the weekend, it was actually lots of fun, that layout, so looking forward to Thursday.
Oh, look, we've used it in the Pro Series, and it has been very... Oh, Friendy having a bit of a look here. It's been very, very good racing, and as much as these cars don't have a great slipstream, you need to be in the slipstream still if you're going to stay with the pack. So if you drop out of that slipstream at Watkins, it makes it rather difficult to get back into it. And throw in some strategy mix. Yeah, it was.
Mark at the moment.
Dave Longstaff's gone around. Where's Mark? Asking if he's liking the back of his car. Mark? That's Mark Dial right there. He has Dan Page behind him. Oh, that's what Mark's view.
Right, Dave. You would just help me save some fuel. You don't think about it very much. If you're behind someone like you, you're just saving fuel because you're that slow. You know, helps. Everything helps behind you, Dave.
So you know all of his sponsors on the back of the car pretty well then, Mark?
No, it didn't bother with them. You know, Port Adelaide, I mean, what are they? They're nothing. They haven't won a grand final for when? Since when? Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't think anyone would remember that. So, yeah, there's not much to see in the back of Dave's car.
Yeah, that was me, Simon, doing a little bit of lawn mowing. I had a little bit of a racing incident with Anita Buckland, and I got fed the grass.
We did notice you skipped past that pretty quick.
Has anyone noticed how pointy Anita's elbows are now?
Very much so.
Yes.
think she's been spending too much time playing with Baldock on Saturday nights at Oz Springs.
Yeah. Notice Gunther's up 12 spots from his starting position.
Yes, he's doing quite well there. Under a bit of pressure from Tennille fighting his way back through. He was very worried going into this one because he was also in front of Mark Dial. He was very worried about this one in the sense that most tracks that he's driven on that he's really enjoyed in real life, he goes very, very crappy in the sim, where this one he actually enjoyed both. So it's good to see, good to have him back after his hiatus of a couple of seasons. Yeah.
What's he doing in a Mustang?
Yeah, I know. There is a little bit of a strategy here. It's basically called, if we all drive Mustangs, Baldock's got no excuse.
John only has to paint one car. Change the colour.
So, yeah, the only excuse he's got now is the colour.
Yeah.
Well, the colour, at least it stands out, unlike Dave just blends in with everything else. But at least with Worrell, you can see it.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Yes, he requested that colour.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah. Should paint Dave's car pink, because that's about what it'd be the same colour as his lipstick.
The chat saying Hoppy's voice is a bit quiet.
Yeah, I just turned him up. I've just turned him up in the sim in the background. Sure, I'll jump back up here. So it's moved out the front, boys. He's 2.5 seconds up the road from Galloway, 5 seconds up the road from Baxter and Patterson, then Hayes. Michael Powell, a little bit of a battle back in this group here. So up to about lap 8, Seminole pink. Flamingo pink. Roscoe, that's what it is. Oh, Hazy, what was that?
Yeah, a bit of a twitch. Quick gather up.
A bit of a quick gather.
Wasn't hard to do.
Easier to catch him with the motion. You feel it earlier, so you got a chance to recover.
So you feel it in the waters first.
Yep.
Hazy's drop might go back. Have a look at Mr. Mike Corliff. Oceanic Sim Racing legend extraordinaire. Tucked up behind Ash Hall. Under pressure from Shannon Morgan. Up 10 spots from where he started. And running with a new wheel. With the Simia Cube 3. Hence delivery.
Actually, a nice looking paint for a simple one.
Yeah. I believe Mike's got his Simia Cube 3 running too now.
Yep, that he has.
It's good to see him change the colour of the car. Everyone's been giving him a bit of stick and shadow about the colour of his car. And, you know, with Mike, apparently he's a very good painter, so...
Yes. Won't forget his antics during the over 60 series we ran last year. Some very interesting liveries in that event. As Ashall heads down the lane as we start lap 9. Might go a little bit further back. Have a look at how Dougie Wright's getting on. And a little bit wide. Gets it under control though. And see where the head's in. Yep.
Glenn Boyce is building himself a good little lead up front there.
Yeah, 5.5 seconds. Absolutely. Bruce comfortably settled in. P2, he's got a nice little gap back to Baxter. And Pato's dropped off a little bit. So Mike Powell's moved into 4th.
Yeah, I think at this point, Pato's tyres are starting to go early.
Yeah. He did admit that he overdrove.
It was around now that cars started going in early, actually.
Yeah, which I was quite surprised. You guys rolled in early?
Yeah, seen a few around at lap 8, lap 9.
Hmm. As Pato came in early, as you said, acknowledged his tyres were cooked.
I think lap 7 was the get home lap, wasn't it? Something like that.
Hmm.
A few people thinking that way, still up to the end.
And we didn't have Mr. Day this week.
No, we didn't. He was away this week. Setting some cracking times in practice again.
Yep.
Let's see if he converts that to results on track. That's the next question. Let's jump on Joseph Grenshaw. He's tucked up behind Tennille. Of course, just a reminder too that 22nd of January is the Balin Stewart Foundation round. Looking for everybody to show their support for the foundation by dropping the logo on the car. And then also, if you want to make a donation, feel free. Links in the Discord chat. And Reg is even doing a commemorative Balin Stewart Foundation shirt. Oh, Joseph! A commemorative shirt as well, where I'm not sure, I think it's about $49 for the shirt, which I think about $18 from the shirt gets donated to the foundation. So, yeah, another way to show your support. And of course, they got their walk up there this weekend as well. So, if you are on the Sunshine Coast, get on down for that one as well. And Joseph off again. A little bit wide. Didn't mean to sit on him
Dave
that
in the
long.
background.
What's that?
Dave in the background.
Yeah, he's never far
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah. Well, usually someone goes off. Dave's around there somewhere.
Yeah.
That's in the pit.
Yep. Rob Williams in the pit.
Jim Grenshaw and Hall.
Yeah, Brett Fisher has put out a new livery for us this week for the foundation race. So yeah, it'll be quite a nice looking paint.
Week after.
Yeah, week early.
Week after. Yeah.
Yeah, Phil's got ours ready for that round too.
I think he had done about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I've done the Mustang. I've just got to finish off the Camaro.
Scotty back up to 6th. Coralife up 14 spots.
We'll just check on the gyro there for Mr. Baldock. Yes, that is you in front of him.
So were you not allowed to pass Baldock or something? Did you have some sort of agreement or?
I reckon it's sandbagging.
No.
I reckon he wants to stay in split 4, so he's sandbagging.
Yeah.
I just sat in behind him. There was no need to burn up my tyres trying to chase down someone I knew I was going to get around later on. So. Why burn up my tyres for Dave?
For our entertainment, Mark. For our entertainment.
No, I meant to do that.
Boyce and Galloway are now in the lane. Baxter's going to go one more. Gets the bonus point.
And did you end up doing that, Mark? Getting around Bulldog?
Wait and see. We'll wait and see. Of course, lap 12. I think he got past him. Mr. Dial. There we go. Hey, Mark stays out another lap. He said he was saving fuel. It's hammer time now, Marky Mark.
Yeah. Didn't have to worry about running into anyone. I had to watch his brake lights like a hawk. He just didn't know when he was going to put on brake. And he missed apex down around here a lot too, so...
So let's see if Baxter heads in this time. Assuming he would. 12, lap 12 was about the numbers I was running for the full first tank.
Yeah, about the best you could get was about 13, I think, if you really
Worked at
feel
it.
safe.
And Baxter dives in. Let's see what Mike Power does. Mix in as well. Hazy comes in. Should be speeding everybody in now. Of course, the first guy on track that stopped was Glenn Boyce with a 32-second stop. Yep, Tennille's in. Let's see how much fuel you saved here, Mark. Can you just squeeze 2 out of it? Nah, he's
As
heading
much
in.
as I wanted to. I did have enough to do too, but it was really close. Like I was dead on going across the line. I thought, nah, I probably won't make it. So I'll do it.
And here comes Mr. Boyce, about to take the rightful lead back over.
The last thing I wanted to do was a zippy zeal. Run out of fuel.
Dan Ray's in the background.
Yep, Morris. Harvey will go in as well, I think. No, Harvey's staying out. There we go. Someone did squeeze one more out of it. Dale Harvey goes one more. Vaughan Robinson, I think, started from the lane. He's gone one more as well. Sorry, he pitted on lap 3, so I'm not sure. Sorry, no, pitted on lap 0. So, yeah, started in the lane. Michael Hayes in there. So, Glenn Boyce taking over the lead from Baxter. So, just put this in perspective. Boise stopped for... In perspective, Boise is stopped for 32 seconds. Baxter only stopped for 26. Power for 26. Vaughan up 32 there. I think he still needs to make another stop. So does Dale Harvey. Hazy put 29 seconds in. O'Loughlin 23, 27, 42 for Galloway. So I've got a feeling Galloway may have filled it up. And 31 to Pato, 27, 30. So a bit of a mix there. I think a few guys going with the split of about 60 litres, and a few other boys I think have pumped in 80 litres in that stop. And Galloway may have pumped in 90 litres, I think, based off that.
I think I put 65 for comparison.
Yep, that makes it about right. Boise got this under a fair bit of control. Bruce Galloway now has a bit of traffic he's got to contend with in the form of the Springwood legend Robbie Williams. And, of course, Braden O'Loughlin in among the mix here as well. Things starting to settle down a little bit with the race at the moment. And Robinson in.
I think I put about 92 in. I got a 40-second stop hold.
Ouch. That's going to hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Bruce Galloway put 100 litres in, according to his spotter.
Decent drink.
Fairly good, decent drink.
On the reshuffle, Korolov's still up quite a ways.
Yeah, he's up 11. He's up that. Robinson in the lane. He should drop down a little bit as he comes out. He's up 14 now. That's not a bad recovery. Grenshaw's up 7. Bruce here driving fairly well.
Galloway's saying that the car handled for him a bit better with the extra fuel on board. I wonder if it burned up the tyres a bit quicker though.
That was the risk. Just had to, like the session I had with Jordan was, yeah, you just got to be patient. No, he's got to not overdrive the car.
Yep. Well, I guess Galloway's pretty smooth on his inputs, so that helps.
They're looking very comfortable here. I reckon he'd like to get past Williams though, I reckon.
Oh, Braden made a move. Oh, okay, short fuel. That's how he jumped a couple.
Very interesting play.
See Dave and Joseph are playing together. They're swapping positions there.
Baldy's just waiting for you, Mark.
Yeah, I took a little bit more juice.
35, you 35, you're only taking 0.8 more.
Oh,
Verme having a good look there.
no blow. I think his brakes would have been crying out there. He didn't lose too much, Scotty. You're down in 20th. There's still plenty of time to come back.
Yeah, I'd say I came in 26.
Are you fighting your way back, Scotty?
Yeah.
You definitely did the laps this week. I did notice.
Yes, I had to work out the track and then start putting laps down.
What did you do? 300, 400?
523.
Wow, okay.
You got a bit of work to do to catch up to Tony Chapman, no? Tony Chapman did 1,027 laps.
Oh, geez.
582 for Andrew Johnson. Michael Jones, 545. Reese DeGoey, 532. Callahan, 525. 523 to Berens. Gregory Harris, 441. Shannon Morgan, 431. And then round out the top 10, Dave Dudley at 430 and Scotty McKenzie at 428.
That doesn't take into account all the ones they do outside of the events channels.
Exactly.
So Galloway all over the back of Williams, Baldock all over the back of Grenshaw, Van Ray over the back of Robinson. A few people trying to make moves.
A little bit of a traffic jam.
Anita wishing you both would hurry up.
Some interesting flickers, like just not sure whether it's his pedals or no, I'm not sure what pedals Vaughan runs, but he's running V3s. See if I can get the best One will show it. See the little flash there, mid corner?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite. I'm dropping off here. This is not helping. There, another one there just before he braked.
Yeah,
He might have to check his dead zone.
Yeah.
he's actually running G29 pedals. So,
Wow. Okay.
Well,
So there's no
yeah.
options there.
no, so I was having a talk to him today, and the times he's putting out with those pedals,
Jesus.
pretty impressive.
Like, explains some of his erraticness. If he's running G29 pedals, yeah.
Yeah, so we're trying to work out a system that works for him with those pedals. So, yeah, you know, as you know, you work with your equipment.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But it does explain that the flickers that I was seeing, it was like, it's just, I've seen it before where somebody has some faulty G3s and all of a sudden you get light flicks down the straight and you're going, hang on, this isn't right.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we go. He's going to put a nice move on Tim Hall here. How's it look? 17. Where's Mr. Rose? We'll stay around this group. Work our way up. Steve Vella, he's got himself back up to 12th after, up 12 spots. Rosie. Nashville behind him. A little deep here. Watch out for your teammate. Goes a little wide. And puts himself back in the middle of the pack. There's a few other lads coming around him. Joseph Grenshaw still under a bit of pressure from Tim Vermey and Mark Dial.
That didn't help.
Never does.
I hated that corner.
Good little battle between these two, though. Bulldog in the foreground. I mean, something's going to...
Pulling away.
Here we go. Here we go. Grenshaw backs out of that one nicely. A little bit deep from Vermey. Grenshaw gets it back. Good smart play, played off. Boom.
It wasn't one of my favourite corners, Mark, either.
No, it's
What's that one? Turn 1?
No,
17.
there's
Oh, yeah,
second
last
second
Turn,
last one.
turn 1's to 18, I think it is, Hazy.
one. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I did feel more at home last night back in Watkins Glen, put it that way.
Oh yeah, got moist straight away.
Hmm. Who can we pick on? Mr. Darren
He
Vermey.
was in South Australia again. I mean, geez. Don't like being over the border.
Oh, it's only just down the river from you, Mark.
Yeah, it's not far away.
Old Murray Bridge.
Few hours.
Down Tailem Bend. Ooh, having a bit of a look here. To Neil at the inside. Does he make it stick?
Of course he does.
Nicely done. And
Yeah, no, his pace is quite good, so would expect that he should do pretty well.
you still got to pull it up though, particularly when you're not on the usual line. Where a lot of guys come unstuck. Go back up here to Robbie Williams.
Galloway in the background just biding his time.
Yeah, well, he's got that 12 seconds of fuel extra. Yeah, Mark Korolev up 11. He's doing relatively well. Bringing Dan Page along for the ride. It's going to go back up onto Galloway for a second. He gets the pass done on O'Loughlin. Nicely done.
And Robert Williams.
Yep. Let's see, might have missed something for Vaughan here. Oh no, I haven't. Sarge run behind him. Leader in front. Runs a bit wide, comes in. Does very well. Not to get caught up in anything else. Jump up the front. Bruce Galloway's pulling away a little bit here. So showing some legs. Scotty Perrin getting passed by Timmy Vermey. You going to come back at him, Scotty?
Yeah, give it a good hard crack at him.
Nicely tucked up behind here.
Never stay on him long enough, he'll make a mistake somewhere.
Easy enough to make a mistake at this place. And jump down to Mr. Baldock. Getting passed by Joseph Grenshaw.
Oh, pass of the century.
Nicely tucks in. Thought he was going to have come back at him there. Back on Darren Vermey. He's got a very fast charging Shannon Morgan coming at him. Shannon's starting to show some good pace as well.
Yeah, he's been doing well. both the Vermeys actually make it really hard to get past them.
We talked about guys improving. Yeah, these two guys have really improved as well, I think. The two Vermey, Darren and Tim.
Yep.
Like I said, do you make it hard to get past? Shannon gets the job done there. We talk about making small mistakes.
Yeah, sometimes covering too hard can get you in trouble.
Yeah. Righto, Mr. Dial. We talked about this earlier. You're up. Talk us through a lap.
All right, so yeah, just full noise down the straight, and I'll back it into third. Take this one third. Try to get the apex there, not hit the triple strip because it can throw you out there too. Keep it in third. Try not to get too loose through here. The fifth. Just ride through. And then I was using third. I see some guys were using second, but I felt third was better through here. Get back on the power as early as I can. And fourth all the way through here. Lift so don't break like Dave and miss the apex. And here I drop it into third and try to pick up that little green section there, cut the corner nice. Don't take out the witches' hats. Yeah, brake here and hit fourth gear up the hill. And I'll drop it to third here. Try not to lose it. You get it. It's a strange corner because it sort of straightens up in the middle. And here, try not to lose back into the car. And this, yeah, take this corner down to second. Get on the power when it's straight. Yeah, so gear, slight over the brakes, and full noise all the way down to the start finish line.
Very nicely done. Pretty happy with that one.
It's slow, but yeah, it's slow, but good.
We got Mr. Korolev. He's got Mr. Page chasing him down. Ooh, there's a bit of a look-ski.
Yeah, I think Dan Page got a little unlucky early in the race and got pushed back a bit.
Yeah. I just fought his way back up. He's 4 spots up.
Yeah, he's a little bit further back to his usual pace though.
He's going to check on O'Loughlin and Williams. This is starting to turn into a bit more of a battle. Glen Boys 10.5 seconds now ahead of Baxter, who has Michael Power tucked up behind him. And then 11 seconds back to Michael Hayes. Another 2.5 back to Galloway. 2.5 back to O'Loughlin to this battle where we are at the moment.
Yeah, Galloway's catching me pretty quick.
And he's bringing Robbie Williams with him. Can have a look here, is he? Not tucks him. Oh, he's locked pitch to front. Oh, very lucky not to have Paul hit him there as well. Oh, Pato. That knocks him down a few spots.
But that's exactly what you should do if you lose it. He held his brakes and didn't move till he was right.
Kept control. Even though you're sliding on brakes.
Yeah.
And Mick Power's been all over the back of Baxter for a few laps.
Keeping the pressure on here. Here we go, good exit.
He's got a slight fuel advantage too, so even if he doesn't get it done, he's got an advantage in the pits.
He's got the overlap. Let's see what we can do on the brakes. Baxter's yielded, I think, already. Looking for the over-under. Not quite quick enough. Nicely done, Mr. Power.
Yeah, it was. Very nice.
Eddie, get on with it now and pull away. Try and bring that lead down.
Definitely. As we're approaching the 2/3 split mark, so should start to see some guys think about their next stop over the next couple of laps.
He's made a nice little gap there already.
Yep.
Done very well.
Dial all over the back of Baldy.
He's caught up. Brought Scotty Perrins along for the ride.
The one thing I did like doing for Baldy there was you could make him panic a little bit in the turn one and just sort of put the car in the middle of the track, thinking you want to make him move, and he sort of run wide and just help you keep up with him a little bit. It was quite a lot of fun.
He was very quiet. He was obviously working hard.
In full concentration mode, yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, Scotty Perrin's waiting for a 2-for-1, hoping they come together.
Yeah, I was hoping.
Well, actually, I didn't really notice you were there until later on, because I don't do a lot of rear looking. It's looking forward.
Just in the lane.
Yep, Baxter. First one. Like I said, lap 26 is a split, so not too surprised.
Is a good thing,
What was that, Scotty?
which is a good thing, Mark. Looking forward.
Yeah, well, I only run the side mirrors. I don't run the rear, any of the rears, because one, it knocks off my frame rates, but yeah, I just don't feel a need to know what's going on behind.
I'm not running my side mirrors, just the one in the cockpit.
Yeah, just a virtual mirror.
Yep.
Baxter come out in 14th after his second pit stop.
This might just check on Dan Page. He's tucked up behind Coraliff. Carl Pickering was Bulldog absolutely livid. His car's not green. This has a thing. Actually asked.
Yeah.
He's actually asked me too, Mark, if I can get Bruce to give you a green car.
I don't want a green car. And it's not Bruce, it's Brett that does that, mate. No, I don't want green. That's Faz's colour. I don't want green.
What are you
Don't
saying
want
next
green in the
season?
grass.
Next season, Bulldog gets to pick everyone's colours.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's just the old blue and green, the evil colour. Makes
Well,
it.
if he podiums this season, I'll let him pick colour for my next season.
If he gets a podium, good luck.
He's got a podium.
The season or a race?
Just in a race this season.
A race. Yeah, that's a fairly safe bet. Braden O'Loughlin in the lead as well. Let's just go back to that. Mr. Bulldog.
Very safe bet.
What's that?
It's a very safe bet.
And how you can do.
Is to go away. It's the reason why you come back, Bruce. It's the reason why everyone comes back to watch Split 4 broadcasts. I don't watch it for Bulldog.
Mortal enemies are in green, according to Dave.
Yeah. So what you're saying, Dave, is the apexes should be painted green too?
Just the entire track surface.
A little bit of lock-up, bit of work to do now. Mr. Dials got past. Mark, you're on the run, mate. He's let you go. Hello, Mr. Gary Buckland. It's lap 28 of 41. We're getting into the back half of this race, or the back third of this race now. So a bit of a recap for those playing along at home. Glenn Boyce has got a leisurely 10-second lead. Missed your break marker, drinking sheepdog, yeah. Glenn Boyce, 10-second lead over Michael Power, who has a 12-second lead over Bruce Galloway, who did have a 2-second lead over Michael Power. Michael Hayes, who's gone into the lane for a stop. Starting to see our second stops come through. Pato has recovered himself back to fifth for the stop on the lane. Robbie Williams, he's moved to P4 here for the guys in the lane, but he's doing quite well himself. Dominic Tennille, he's doing really well representing Unhinged. He's their lead Unhinged car. Shannon Morgan, his teammate, not doing too bad there as well. Mike Corral lifts up 13 spots at the moment. I think Mike would be pretty happy with his performance.
I'm currently holding for 40 seconds. Came in too hot into the lane.
Ooh.
Naughty.
Yeah.
How many people did do it?
Nah.
I think I was the only one in the top 5 to do it.
Yeah, well, that hurts even more then.
Yeah.
Look at Steve Vella. He's up 10 spots in the 24th. Darren Friend having a good little battle with Dave Worrell.
Actually, I was in 6th when I did it. Came in.
Why is saying Anita fed me grass is picking on her, Bruce? It's a fact. Let's continue on. Lap 29. Let's have a look at our good friend Vaughan Robinson, tucked up just behind here. Oh, hang on to it. Nicely does. Nicely does.
Hopefully they aren't brand new tyres. Oh, someone was backwards there. Dave Worrell.
Dave Worrell, I missed that one. I had Worrell get backwards.
Not sure how it happened, but he was facing the wrong way on the curb.
Facing the wrong way on the curb. I'm a bully. She's when he pushed me off the track. He bullied me off.
Wasn't the only one to bully you off the track.
Won't be the last either. Bruce Galloway still got to make his stop. He's leading the race at the moment. So starting to see a few penalties and stops roll through. And we definitely, for Vaughan, I might have missed what I really wanted to see, I think. Anyway, if I have, apologies for that. And I think I have, because that was the corner. Not to worry. We'll move on to here. There's a bit more of a battle. There you go. Nita just passed me. See that? I put myself in the weeds that time.
Question put forward: why does everyone pick on Dave Bulldog? I think Dave picks on himself. We try to encourage him. Try and encourage him to do better.
Yeah. Do good. Do gooder. Carl here having a good run with Anita. Nice little tight battle.
He's definitely looking.
Yeah, gets the move done. Go back up, Mike Corliff. He's still got a pit, but he has Mike Power behind who has pitted. They hate me because they ain't me.
Another form for a PRA driver. I don't know whether I'd want to be one of them.
Well, he ain't no James Scott. He ain't no Brady Myers. As Mike goes a little wide, let's power through. Rob Baxter tucked in behind. Also a little bit of Discord chat here saying, get out of my way from Baxter. Mike Corliff being compliant. That's something new as well. It might have been the one I was looking for before, I think. Yeah, that was Vaughan had a bit of a spin there in turn 6. That was well out of my lap order. How does someone become Dave Baldock? Takes rigorous years of training, finesse, a very, very dedicated, loyal concentration to the career of Glenn Seaton. Throw in a little bit of Lego, particularly the Star Wars and Formula One variety. And sheepdog. Lots of sheepdog.
Train as a cowboy.
Yeah. And just...
And fall off horses.
I was about to say, yeah, fall off the horse. So the field fairly well spread out. Still waiting on Scotty Perrins and Mike Corliff to pit. The rest of them are looking pretty ordinary there. Or in order, sorry. And definitely doing all right here, Hazy.
Well, that's
After your
what
40
happens when
seconds?
you get stuck in the lane, yeah.
Still time to recover some of it.
This might be the lap I pick up all those cones. Take them all for a ride.
If you did, Scotty would have picked up his pace if he was tucked in behind you, trying to chase him down.
Well, two did get spat out the back, and then 3 got stuck under the front wheel.
Well, Sean, if you got a photo of yourself with Glenn Seaton, I reckon we could probably sell that for a lot of money to Dave Baldock. It's a long way back behind you there. Don't see any canes there, Mark.
They're there. They are tucked up under the front wheel. They're actually sitting in behind the front wheel, which I found rather strange that they'd be tucked in that far.
You're telling us stories, I think.
I carried them around for about 4 laps. I'll post the pictures up later, and I've got a whole heap of pictures. And Dave Bulldog, you'll see why you got what you got.
What'd you get?
There's a serious speed difference down the main straight.
In fact, you're a little wide there. That might help a little bit.
Yeah, so Scotty.
Oh,
how do
there
you
we go.
deal
There we
with
go. There we go. He's got the cones.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
There
yeah.
it is. It's at the front now. It's there.
Oh yeah. It's about 3 of them out.
Yeah, so Scotty, how do you deal with cones under the car?
Oh,
Looking for expert comments here. There it is, tucked under the back wheel.
It is.
smoke them, they'll go away.
There we go.
I didn't know they were still there, though, Scotty. That was the problem. Otherwise, I would have called out to you on the radio and said, "Hey, Scotty, I've got a few cones here for you."
That's all right. I would have told you not to smoke them until I got to you.
That would have slowed you up, wouldn't it?
There you go. Slap a lot of spots from here, Scotty.
What's that?
You have to slap a lot of spots from here.
Yeah.
Oh, anything for a cone, though. Jeez.
You're getting high mark.
For sure.
So at this point, have you made your second stop, Scotty?
He last stopped
Not
on lap
yet.
11, not yet. But Scotty did, I think, get a 40-second penalty on that first stop as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 40
And-
second on the first stop.
He took a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably a good way to go. If you get a penalty, just fill it up, mate, for a safety car.
Mm.
There you go. Scotty's in.
Scotty's in.
Yeah,
No
I made
speeding
sure.
this time, Scotty?
No, I made sure I put it up.
Yeah,
You
one's
doing?
bitten twice shy, eh?
That's right.
I had a lot of trouble with that entry early on in the week, and I watched Andrew Cowie's, average sim races lap guide, and he explained when they hit the limiter going into the pit, and after that, I never had a drama.
Unlucky for Mr. Vermey. Lost a heap of spots.
Page in the thick of that one. Scotty Perrins coming out down the lane. Into the middle of this battle. Right in front of Corliff in P6. Page in front of him.
Well, still a good recovery, Scotty,
Yeah.
from your
Yeah.
other stuff.
I was quite happy with that recovery. Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, Villa in there as well. Oh, Scotty.
until then.
Wasn't much Vela could do with that position.
Here we go. Bulldog goes a bit wide. Oh! Hip and shoulder.
no.
Shove him off.
What are you throwing up for? Oh, gee.
That was about where the last cone came out. I was trying to knock that last one out.
Oh, right.
I was trying to spin in my direction.
It didn't work, though, because it's still under there.
Yeah, wouldn't have worked because I was in front of you.
But yes, Mr. Bulldog, you did get me because there was a 20-kilometre-hour speed difference with a cone under the car.
But the question is why was the cone under the car?
Oh, did you go up the track and pick up the cone?
Yeah.
So it was self-induced.
Self-inhaled.
Well, I'm watching him come. I'm watching him gaining on me. I'm thinking, what the hell? How can he be? There's no way known Dave Bulldog's that quick down a straight line. There's no way. And when I went back to watch the replay, I found that one.
He sandbags, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I agree. And
I just didn't. I didn't really. I would never have thought a cone could wash that much speed off the car.
it does have that effect.
Lucky there's not many cones this week.
Nah.
Yeah, but there's
no.
one big blue one though.
They're called Day Bulldog.
That's right.
Steve Vella's recovered 20 spots, but that's because he had to start from pit lane.
With a drive-through.
Yep.
We get rid of that. You catching him, Mark?
Yeah, cone's gone now. But unfortunately, catching him meant I burned up the tyres.
So just to recap with the race situations at lap 35 or 41. So we're getting towards the end here. And of course, we have Glenn Boyce out in the race lead. Boyce is a good 8 seconds up the road from W2 Racing's Bruce Galloway. He's doing quite well. And Michael Power from Southern Cross Racing in P3. He is a further 3.5 seconds back. 6 seconds or 7 seconds behind Power is Rob Baxter. He's managed to recover himself. That bit that he lost a bit earlier, he's still down 2 spots. Braden O'Loughlin is in 5th, up 2 spots. Shane Patterson, our pole sitter, is in 6th. And then Robert Williams is in 7th. He's up 4 spots. A good drive from Robert. I think he's done very well. Dominic Tennille in 8th. He's down 4. Michael Hayes up 4 in 9th. Great job from the unhinged team boss. In 10th is Shannon Morgan, so that's 3 unhinged guys in a row. Dan Page from Ratbag Racing is in 11th, up 6 spots. Mike Corliff up 11 in 12th. Great effort from him. Darren Vermey up 1 in 13. And as we said before, Steve Vella up 20 in 14th. And Carl Pickering 15. Scotty Perrin 16. Baldock pulling away again from Mark Dial in 18th. Craig Rose in 19th. And Tim Vermey rounds out our top 20. That is definitely some good driving going on here. And Michael Power slowly starting to catch up to Bruce Galloway again, as we have 6 laps to go. Getting to the pointy end of the Bend 200. Just going to jump back on Steve Vella for a minute. Big lock-up in the background there from Pickering that lets Scotty Perrins get through. You're up one more, Scotty, in the top 15. And Dan Page. One more closer. Dan Page still under a lot of pressure from Shannon Morgan. Hazy's come back to this group a little bit as well. No, Michael Power definitely on a bit of a charge here. He's closed that gap now to 1.8. Can definitely see forward. A bit of lap traffic as well. Big shout out to Matty Mascord for joining us. Oh, a little deep though. That doesn't help the cause. So definitely getting to the pointy end. Scotty Perrin's under pressure still from Pico. Pico might have had the little lock up there, but he's definitely trying to get away with it. Race of Granshaw. The field fairly well spread out still. Not too many battles on track. Hey, Jace. Another one of the unhinged lads. Onto the grass. And that's going to be an expensive bill for you, Hazy.
Yeah, he's having a tough one. He had a great first round, just Thursday night didn't pan out for him, unfortunately.
It does take some time.
Yeah. A lot of the other guys were having a good night, and we get Phil back this week.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Going to have a go at trying to survive a full round. Hopefully his back holds up.
Hopefully he does. Be good to see him back in the seat. Speaking of guys not well, Mr. Sean Van der Meulen as well. He's having a bit of fun. That is around we go, and here comes Pato to lap me. It's like, oh, don't die.
That was Netco.
Yeah, he would have been very upset if you'd bumped him as he went to lap you.
Oh yeah, I could see him coming. It was just like, just sit there. I hope you're home, Sean. Is a few things. Darren Vermey, Scotty Perrins, Pico going wide again out the back. Bit of side-by-side action. And Scotty Perrins gets the job done again and loses a bit of control there.
Did well not to hit Pico on the way through.
Did very well not to hit Pico on the way through. So definitely Bruce Galloway now under all sorts of pressure. We did say that gap was closing. And yeah, he is under all sorts of pressure here. And the next week. Bloody hell. Just look after yourself, mate. That's all I'm going to say to you. You're not that old. Long way to go still. There's Galloway. There's Power tucked up behind. I reckon Bruce would be feeling it about now. And he's feel saving as well. There's a podium on the line here for these two. It's a case of who gets what. On lap 39 of 41. Only 2.5 laps to go. Glenn Boyce absolutely dominating. See, they just drove over the cones, Mark, and didn't get stuck.
Yeah, well, Dave Bulldog probably threw some glue at him before he went past him. You know what he's like. He's got a lot of little tricks up his sleeve, that little.
And definitely. Definitely a good little battle here to round out the podium. And Shan Morgan, Dan Page, And Mike Corley all in a good little tussle as well. Steve Vella coming up onto the back of this pack. Just keeping that one up front. Let me see what power can do here. Nothing worse than fuel saving when you got people coming out the back of them. Boyce starts the penultimate lap. Clock is ticking. Oh, he's gone wide. This opens the door up. Doesn't quite get in though for power. Opportunity was there. Definitely.
What's the risk?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, Mick wouldn't want to risk, but I heard he didn't get one.
As we start the final lap.
Yeah, taking a third's better than getting taken out and dropping out of the top 10.
Oh,
No.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's big points. Who shows the
Warning on
nose?
the back of the car too. Don't do it.
I'm having a very good look. Want to make a mistake again though. Big mistake's going to cost him a spot. And Mick now missing the apexes. Jump up here though on to Glenn Boyce.
At this point, I'm out of fuel and dropping down the line.
You're not the only one. There's a few out there. Galloway, Worrell, I know, was in fuel issues. I think it died on the line.
No, I died on the line. I lapped down.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so Glenn Boyce racing for Southern Cross Racing. Another South Australian at a South Australian track doing well. Great to see Glenn move from Port Lincoln to Adelaide not long ago. He's had a few seasons out while moving and everything else. He's back in now and driving quite well. And he will be our round 2 winner as Bruce Galloway. He's going to hold off Michael Power. Rob Baxter, he's going to come across the line in 4th. And then we move on to the man in 5th, which is Braden O'Loughlin. He's had a good drive as well. Of course, never easy racing from the other side of the ditch. Never an early night. And then after that, we have Shane Patterson in 6th. Pole sitter, little knocks early on, shuffled him back a bit. Robert Williams is up 4 spots in 7th. That's a good drive from him. Qualified well, went forward. Dominic Tennille down 4 spots to 8th. And in 9th, up 8 spots is Dan Page. Sorry, up. His shuffle has gone down. He's coughed as well. Rephrase that. We've got Shannon Morgan, followed by Mike Corliff and Steve Vella, Scotty Perrins, rounds out our 12. Dan Page. Oh,
It might not even make the line.
that Pickering's got him.
Got there.
He just got there in front of Pickering.
He made it at 13.
Yeah. And 15 will be Darren Vermate. 16th will be David Baldock. Any guesses for who's behind? Mark Dial.
Did you not get him, Mark?
No, as I said, I burnt the tyres up. You made a couple of mistakes. Burnt the tyres up, so yeah, you get one Bulldog, but you won't get one this week. I can guarantee you that.
So Rosie in 18, Michael Hayes will be 19th, and 20th will be Timmy Vermate. That rounds out our top 20. So, of course, before we talk about the podiums, driver of the day, lads, any thoughts?
It'd be hard to go past Glenn Boyce, wouldn't it? I know we often don't like to go for the winner, but he dominated from almost the start. Mick Power did well. Koroloff was up quite a bit, but he, those guys at the front did pretty well.
Yeah, any thoughts, boys?
Well,
Mark?
I was going to go Koroloff because he got into the top 10.
Yeah, what about you, Huffy?
Well, behind the scenes, I know how much work Glenn has put into this round, and I know how much work Mick has put into this round. So that's things you don't see, like things no one sees. So I'd have to say Glenn.
Yeah.
For all the work he's put in this week, it's been really, really good for him.
Yeah, Scotty?
Yeah, Glenn.
Glenn? Right, Glenn it is then. Congratulations, Glenn, on getting the M1 drive of the day. That is a fair effort. You've dominated that race. Done very, very well, and you should be pretty proud of what you've achieved. Helps put on the right car within the pits. It makes it even worse for me.
I was thinking he changed his paint.
And everything just shuffles on me now, which makes it even worse, but that is him there. Yep. So well done, Glenn. That is a fair effort. Congratulations on being the M1 used car of the day. And of course, he's also our race winner, and he's not with us. So what I'll do is I'll hand it over to Hoffy, and Hoffy can give a shout out for himself, for Glenn and for Mick as well, for their sponsors. Over to you, Hoffy.
Yeah, cheers. No, great effort by Glenn. I've been chasing him for seasons. We often talk about it. So like you said, he's got himself sorted and settled and put a lot of effort in. I mean, yeah, great bloke to have around. And good effort by Mick as well. Mick put just as much effort in. Really, really happy for him. You know, it's, yeah, what can I say? Great work by all, and thanks to Chubby Buns and all the team for stepping up. Been a pretty good round. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say. Not much more.
Not too easy. And of course, the man in second was Bruce Galloway. I know Bruce and Will, they've been working very hard at it as well. And of course, they've got a couple of sponsors as well that I just can't remember off the top of my tongue. Right, that one, I can't see anything there. Bruce has done very well. I think he should be pretty chuffed with that one. It was a good drive from him. He's definitely been a big improver, and he has gotten off to a great start this season. And of course, with Mr. Day being away and not having any drops in our championship, that sees us with Bruce Galloway actually leading the championship at the moment. And he's 4 points ahead of Glenn Boyce. Michael Power in third. He's only 8 points further back. Then Braden O'Loughlin. Rob Baxter is rounding out The top 5, Shannon Morgan is leading the charge for the unhinged lads ahead of team boss Michael Hayes. Dan Page is in 8th. 9th is Carl Pickering. 10th is Michael Coraliff. 11th is Dave Baldock. 12th is some Muppet. 13th is Scotty Perrins. 14th is Joseph Grenshaw. Darren Vermey and leads the Brotherhood in front of Tim in 16th. 17th is Steve Vella. 18th is Rose. 19th is Logsdale. Great to see Dave showing consistency, getting himself there. 20 is Pete Morris. 21, Hayden McAndrew. 22, Mark Doyle. 23, Anita Buckland. 24, Ash Hall. And 25 is Dale Harvey. So 2 races in, guys. Next week, we head off to the one and only Watkins Glen, where we are racing the Cup layout. There's been a few comments made about the Cup layout. I think it's ideal. It's going to be NASCAR style racing. Everyone loved that NASCAR style racing when we were at Mexico. Just remember, the White Lion is the racetrack, so just be careful if you do take some of the liberties that we get in iRacing of being able to run a NASCAR style race where we can go off and outside the white lines. Risk that at your own peril. I think it's going to be an epic race. We did Oz Sprints there last night. It was good fun racing around. It always is. I know everyone loves the boot as well because it gives some more passing opportunities, but this has some absolute passing opportunities as well. And it's also going to be strategy. Strategy will be very important because there will be safety cars. There will be 2 compulsory pit stops, and there will be 1 set of tyres that you can change. So you're going to have to be thinking on your feet real quick about when you change those tyres and having your buttons and black boxes set up so that you're not using your tyres, doing tyre changes when you least expect it. 150k race on a track that has high tyre wear and where you need to stay in a draft with somebody to be able to keep your pace up. Looking forward to it. Any thoughts on those, guys?
It was fun on Saturday night, so yeah, I think we'll do well.
Love the layout. Like you said, it just brings that, even though we don't have the boot, it brings that close racing. And like I said in split 4, with that split 3 with the broadcast there, with the times being as close as they are, it comes down to pit strategy now. It's not so much how much time you can make up or how many places you can make up because it's so hard. It's now pit strategy.
That's exactly it. Strategy. And no, it's going to be an early safety car. You got to roll the dice, don't you? That's what I'm looking forward to. I think it's going to be great.
And it's going to be a wet race because I'm going to be moist.
I'm glad I'm not in your split.
Well, that does lead into the 22nd of January where we will be having the Balin Stewart round, and that may be wet. Just saying, probability. There's a chance it could be wet. Anyway,
what track's that?
What's that?
What track?
What track? Barcelona.
Catalonia.
Oh, I thought it might have been Motorsport.
The rain in Spain is on the plane at Catalonia.
It is going to be moist there at Motorsport as well.
Don't think so. I think the forecast there is looking dry.
No, not on track.
In your seat, yeah, probably will be.
Yeah, in my seat.
Anyway, being a Sunday, we'll wrap this one up. It was big thank you to everyone who's jumped in and watched along and supported. Big thank you to the 200 drivers that we've got out there racing at the moment. Big thank you to our race control crew. They are doing a fantastic job. Split 3 boys are probably underpaid for the amount of work these guys are making them do in split 3. But yeah, everyone else had a fairly quietish night on Thursday night. And of course, big thank you to the other committee lads and management lads. season 26 is now up and running and in play. And yeah, it is good to see. And yeah, we'll see everybody. Oh, sorry, let's start again. And I'll say a huge thank you to Hoffy, Mark Dyer for putting up with Baldock, Michael Hayes and Scotty Perrins for jumping into the chook shed with me to call this one. We will be back on Friday night next week. We won't have a heat wave. We won't have massive bushfires raging around me. I did take a photo at 11:30 on Friday night. I was up on the hill up here looking out over Lake Hume with a massive big red glow, and it was still 38 degrees at 11:30. So that sort of tells you what the weather was like. A big shout out, of course, too, to our RFS CFA lads and all the pilots as well in the National Aerial Firefighting Service. Those guys do an absolutely amazing job, and make sure they all stay safe. On that note, we'll wrap this one up, and we will see everybody again next week. Thanks for watching.
Have a good night.
I just got one bit of advice for Hoppy.
What, mate?
You might want to go to like a Woolworths and buy out the paper towel. Soak up your moist suit.
No, there's not. Even a super. Trust me, even I've tried it, and a super soaker doesn't even work at
Adult diapers, eh?
Yeah, no, they're full, mate. Too much liquid.
I think we've got to send you up with a rig up to Mount Lawson, I think, Coffee.
Oh, yeah.
On that, we probably should finish the broadcast.
Yeah, on that note, we'll see everybody again next week. Thanks for watching.
Okay.
Using the RaceKraft PT1 custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a RaceKraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in sound bar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The RaceKraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.